G'day folks, Sharky's back, and today we're going to be looking at the Jolly Green Giant himself. And this is of course the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Hulk. So, without further ado, let's see if this is going to be worth the money or not. Most people say it's not. Alright, straight off the bat, you can see him in front of you here. You've got Maximum Series up here, a bit of artwork on the side. It's a render, I believe, with that missile which people have likened to a G.I. Joe missile. The thunderclap on the back, we'll see how that goes. Some more artwork here. Legal mumble jumbo rubbish there, and that's pretty much it. So let's open him up. And while we do that, first off, I just want to say thank you to Andrew once again from Pop Toys. He got this bad boy in yesterday and had one waiting for me today. So you can check out Andrew's store at the link in the comments. And it's also going to be on screen. Probably still on screen now while I talk. And straight off the bat, I like to see if the figure will stand out of the packet. And I know he's not going to automatically, I don't think. Oh, there you go. I had a feeling with his toes being in the upright position that they were that he was not going to stand straight. But there you go. The big boy can stand there for now. As I like to do, we'll do the accessories first. Now, if you're discovering my channel for the first time, welcome. I am primarily a G.I. Joe classified collector, but I do also dabble in Legends, so you may have seen one of my other reviews before, but if you haven't, I hope you enjoy this one. If you don't, well, stiff shit. And if you do like it, well, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already. And yeah, you know how all that jazz goes. You don't have to, of course, no pressure. And thank you also to all my returning viewers. I want to give you all a big shout out because you helped me just recently topple the 2K mark. And I'd just like to say thank you to every single one of you for supporting me along the way of my YouTube journey, because it has been a short one so far and I'm still trying to deliver you guys the goods as much as possible. And I haven't done it by, you know, channel hopping to big channels or buying subs like some other channels do, or heaps of networking and all that sort of jazz. I've just done it by being me. So props to all of you. Anyway, now that I've got that out of the way, thank yous and all that good stuff, let's have a look at some accessories. So straight away, we'll start with the pair of fists. And they, of course, are green and fists. And look, they're nice. They've got a bit of weight to them, a bit hefty, which is what you'd expect for the Hulk. So, you know, it is what it is. Love a good fisting, don't we? All right, so next up, we've got his wavy hands. These are actually more of his, let's call them slappy hands. We'll call them slappy hands for the sake of this exercise. That is them. There's another up close look at them. High five. Might as well do these now. They go hand in hand, pardon the pun, with the last set of accessories I just showed you. And this is, of course, the thunderclap effect, which look good in hand. How well they look and attached to the figure, well, that is going to be another story. And then we've got his Christmas tree ornament. Everyone likes to put the star on top of the tree, don't they? All right. I get to put this one on my Hulk. And we'll have a look at the rocket. This is the tip. And it is got some wires protruding out of it. And they are they actual wire? That's a good question. I don't think it's actual wire. I think it's just plastic, but wouldn't it be nice if they were? Nah, it's just plastic. And this is, of course, the other component of that. And that should just theoretically slide into here and attach. Yep. And I don't know if this blast effect comes out. Yep, it does. Okay. Now, it doesn't look like any vintage G.I. Joe missile that I had as a kid. And I find it hard to believe that Hasbro would be using tooling from 40 years ago. But hey, that's just me. And there, of course, are many, many different types of rockets and missiles in existence. What they've based this on, who knows? But yeah, there you go. This is, of course, translucent. You probably can't see it, but it's a nice enough effect and a nice enough piece. But I mean, you know, without something to shoot it from, kind of is a little bit redundant. I guess you could fashion some kind of vehicle into a tank. All right, head sculpts. Let's start with this one. Now, I must confess, I'm not a massive fan of this one. But, you know, with saying that, it is nice, you know. Interesting that they've got the red under there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's the hair. I think the hair is what sort of does it in a bit. If you took away that hairstyle and made it a bit different, I don't know, it might come off a bit better. But yeah, I won't be displaying mine with that. And, you know, this is the point I should tell you. This is actually my first Hulk figure since I was a wee lad. And I had, I think it was a Migos, like Hulk, like I'm talking vintage Migos. And I would have been about 4 years old. And my dad got me that. And it had cloth good shorts from memory. And I played with that thing until it fell apart. My dad always used to sort of reference the Hulk in, like, you know, just mucking around. He would say, "Don't make me angry, Mr. McGee," which was, of course, from the show. So shout out to my dad for, I'm pretty sure from my memory, giving me my first ever Marvel toy. So yeah, R.I.P. Dad. Anyway, next head sculpt. I like this one, even if he is wearing a toupee. I mean, you know, his fringe, or bangs, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from, might be a little bit too much in his eyes. Or maybe he's a bit too teethy. I don't know, but I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Could be worse. Could be a bit better. Yeah, that's that one. Now is a good time to have a look at the one that comes adorning the figure. And this is with his very, very well manicured hair. Look at that fade. Wow. Looks like he should be on the set of Peaky Blinders. And I don't mind this one. It's not bad. I'll quickly take that off so we can have a little bit closer look at it. There we go. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite or least favorite. Maybe you hate them all. All right, let's take a full look at the figure and his articulation. Arm is going up about so high. Butterfly joints in the shoulder, extending back on both sides to there and there. I don't think that's going to get any higher. No, it's not. Bicep swivel. Yep, that's working fine. Obviously, this is not pinless, which is of course a gripe of many people, and understandably so, considering that this is maximum. Wrist swivel, of course, no problems there. We'll just do this one. Yep. Rotation in the forearms too, I should point out. And of course, in the forearms there, in the wrist there as well. Take a look at the neck articulation. So currently in that position, he can look all the way down. And with this head on there, he can look, that's as far as he's going to look. Let's just quickly whack that one without the hair on there. And that is a bit, yeah, no, he's not going up any higher. That's as high as it's going to go. All right, ab crunch time. With this soft chest plate here, he can go down to there, and he's going back. Yeah, he's not going back any further. You can go side there, and about so far there. Spins around to there, spins around to there. Actually, he spins all the way around, okay? Which doesn't look great when you consider that. All right, let's have a look at the legs. Can he kick his own pantaloons? No, he cannot give himself a kick in the pants. Well, not with that leg anyway. Yep, no, that's not going up any higher. Thigh swivel, no issues there. No issues there. Down here, let's see. Oops, hang on, I won't try that. Okay, so there's no boot cut with this figure. Yeah, none at all. All right, so just keep that in mind. Toes will go down here, and they can point up like so, and his whole foot will go down to about there. So now that I've fiddled with his feet, let's see how well he stands. Yep, no issue. And I've gone ahead and put his slappity slap hands on, and you can see now that he's doing his best Maximus Aurelius Are You Not Entertained pose. Yeah, the arms will go back about so far. All right, and in terms of getting them forward, now this is one thing I've noticed is this bunches up around here, like, whoa, soft and jelly like. So let me try and get him into the thunder slap. All right, so you're gonna take the hand off and just gonna leverage this over there like so. It goes on pretty easy. I didn't have to heat this up, and just bang this in there. All right, that is how he looks with the effects on his hands and in the clapping position. Now, he's standing, no problems, I think, yeah. Now, in terms of this, and getting this attached, well, look, I didn't watch any of those dorks on the Legends stream put this together, so I don't know if I'm missing something here, but I don't feel like it clips in anywhere. Like it just, I think it's just supposed to sit in his hands, which if that's the case, it's a little lame, because even trying to get these to actually close, I can see if I can show you. Then what's he supposed to do? Like, it's a bit naff. Just sit it in here like that. I think that's supposed to be it. I mean, sure. Let me know in the comments. You guys might have seen something that I'm missing, but I'm just going to sit it up here on his head for now. Like, oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Calm down, mate. But yeah, that's the effect. Now, I'm just going to try one more time, just on camera, see if I can get it to come into that position in a tighter sort of hole. And nah, look at those traps though, hey? Yeah, look, I don't know. But that's the effects. In terms of posing him, he does look pretty cool, you know, when you're getting him into Hulk smash mode. He's about to do the splits on me. Oh, Van Damme, your heart out, mate. Look at him go. Yeah, see the arms here are coming in better with the fists than the actual slapping hands were. That's interesting. This is Ultimate Bodybuilder Hulk. Flex on him, bro. Flex on him, bro. Now, obviously not known for his martial arts prowess, I just wanted to see how this big chunky bastard would balance on one leg. And he actually can. With a little bit of fiddling with the toe articulation. Yeah, he's standing there, no problems. There you go. Just try him in this running position. Let's see how well his feet are going to hold up. Spin around there, big boy. Yep. You can hold that well. I'll show you on this side. Pretty cool. Yeah, so he is weighted really well. One thing I don't think I did mention is that the torso also does swivel. I might have forgotten that, but so there you go. Just so no one calls me out in the comments, oh, you missed a point of articulation, animal! So let's check him out, excuse me, in terms of holding this rocket, missile, whatever it is. Now, I'm guessing the fins will wedge between his fingers or something, because otherwise, that's just going to fall out. So, let's get him into a standing position. Might make my life a bit easier, mightn't it? Yeah, so it feels like this is going to have to sit nestled in there somehow. How? I don't know, because the fingers, there's enough gap for it to fit, but that's what she said. But I don't see why he's not able to hold it properly. Okay, let me have a closer look at this. All right, so this hand, no problems with it holding the rocket. You can go that way, not going to fall out. Or that way, not going to fall out. I'm going to take the other end, because the grip on this hand is tighter. All right, whereas this one isn't as tight. So you put something in there and you just have to bend the fingers around like so to grip it. It's not a real tight grip, so it just pops out. I'll show you the other end, see if this works. This is a bit harder because of the fins. If we try it. Yeah, it's tricky. It's real tricky. I don't know why they would do that. Odd. That's as good as I can get it, with the strut sitting outside of the thumb. So, yeah, it's not coming out. It's not a perfect, like, it's not a very firm hold, but it'll stay there for display purposes. That's enough about that. Let's do some comparisons. All right, so I've got him over here with Secret Wars Cap and Maximum Series Spidey. You know, it'd be amiss of me if I didn't throw him in the mix. And I did review. And by that stage, I think there must have been 1,000 reviews of that figure. So not many of you would have seen that, but you're going to see this one, I know that much. You can see he fits perfectly with them, height-wise. You know, he's where he should be, in my opinion. So let's switch these two out and chuck a couple of usual suspects in there. Alright, so we've got 80th anniversary Thor on here, and over here we've got the Infinity Wars or Infinity Gauntlet, which one was it? Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos, and he kind of makes old purple face here just a little bit small, on the small side. And if I'm looking at the figures, the definition alone in this trumps this. Like, Thanos just looks like a chunky boy, like he actually does need to go to the gym. Whereas Hulkamania over here is, you know, looking bulky as fuck. So yeah, We need a better Thanos. We definitely need a better Thanos. God, that's a mouthful. Anyway, one more comparison to do. So, see you later, boys. And we've got the Classified Series Road Pig over here and the Operation Monster Force Kilowog. And yeah, again, he is head and shoulders above those two, just to give you an idea of scope. Because when you have like the Road Pig figure in hand compared to like a normal classified, like let's say this guy, he's a beefy unit, but big boy here, yeah, he's definitely stacking on the size. Final thoughts. Look, is he worth the price tag? There's a lot of plastic here. He's a hunker chunker man, so to speak. And, you know, although the accessories might be a little bit average in terms of this thing, you know, look at him. He poses well. Like, he looks good. He looks like the Hulk. You know, if you don't have a Hulk in your collection, like I don't, then, again, like the Maximum Spider-Man, which, again, some people didn't have that, then I guess it might be worth it. You know, it's all dependent on how much money you're willing to spend, perceived value and all that sort of stuff. Like, you get hands, you get 3 melons, you know, like, I don't know, man. I think it's good. I like it. This functionality, this is probably going to go terribly bad over time in terms of aging. But, you know, all toys will, I guess, one day deteriorate. And sure, the face sculpts may not be to everyone's liking, but, you know, you can't please everyone, can you? Whoops. This is a bit crap, but whatevs. It has its good and it has its bad. I like it. I'm happy with it. Maybe you won't be. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please hit the like button on your way out. Share it with your friends. Share it if you think it's shit. Whatever. You know, let me know in the comments what you think of the figure. If you're not buying it, if you're buying it, if you think it's a waste of money, if you think I wasted my money. I'll hear it all right? Just don't be an asshat. And on that note, I'm going to take my dog to the vet. So, take care of yourself, play with your toys, and say hi to your dogs for me. I'm out.